My job is to take that. She won't do a one-fight deal. She will not fight Amanda Nunes.
Guys, you will not believe what just happened. Dana White just screamed at the top of his lungs regarding the Cyborg situation. Dana White never seemed so upset about an issue in the UFC. He basically trashed Cyborg for 5 minutes straight to the media. I'm gonna roll it for you. Also, right after that, I have to explain something that came out with Daniel Cormier. He said that he does not want to fight John. I will break down everything for you, but let's go into what Dana White had to say about the Chris Cyborg situation.
Yeah. I don't think there's any peace between me and Cyborg. You know what I mean? I think everybody can, whether you like me or you don't like me, whatever your opinion of me is, doesn't matter. What she did was dirty. Dirty what she did with the video and all this other stuff. And then meanwhile, she's running around saying she better get an apology from me. Yeah, I got an apology from her. Because what she did is one of the dirtiest things. You think it had to kill her to apologize to me. Kill her to do it. But what she did is one of the dirtiest things that you can do to somebody. That's why she apologized.
You even mentioned that you would be willing to give her one fight contract to make that match with Amanda Nunes.
She doesn't want to fight Amanda Nunes. You guys and the fans need to get it into your head that she did everything she could, including doctoring a video, lying about what I said, to avoid fighting Amanda Nunes. The fans need to just, and the media, need to just get it through your heads that all that shit that was going on, oh, he's bullying me. Bullying you? You've been here for 5 years. What are you talking about? You're talking about stuff that happened 5 years ago, right? That was 5 years ago. It was all a smokescreen to not fight Amanda Nunes. She doesn't want that fight. Otherwise, we wouldn't even be having this conversation right now. You know? I don't think there's anybody here. I've had problems over the last 20 years with plenty of fighters. You know what I mean? From Tito Ortiz to Mark Hunt to God knows who else. I can't even think off the top of my head. We always made fights, right? She doesn't want to fight Amanda Nunes.
Lastly, for me, just what can we expect from the featherweight division? You know, is Amanda going to defend the featherweight
Yes.
belt?
Amanda's going to defend both titles just like she always did. Cyborg leaving doesn't matter. We know who the best fighter in the world is at 135 and 145. It's Amanda Nunes. You know, she had the opportunity for her legacy, Cyborg's legacy, to get that fight again. She doesn't want it, right? So we will continue to bring in the best fighters in the world and put them up against Amanda Nunes at 135 and 145 pounds, and she will continue to build her legacy.
Looking back to the last 5 years, if you could, would you do something different in relation to Cyborg?
No. I wouldn't do anything different. The one thing that I'm glad I did is I pushed her to make sure that she fought Amanda Nunes, because she didn't want that fight the first time, let alone the second time. And I said that in that interview. She wanted Cindy Danois or Pam Sorensen. Those are the fights she wanted, and she was turning down Amanda Nunes. And I said, that's not going to happen. So we kept pushing and pushing and pushing, and finally we got her to take the Amanda Nunes fight. So I'm happy that I did that. Other than that, no, I wouldn't change one thing in the last 5 years with Cyborg.
And then she was offered the rematch and didn't want it.
Oh, I'm sorry, did you just get here?
No, I know you keep telling us that, but I'm saying, like, specifically, you offered it, right? Because, like, in the video, we saw you tell her, hey, we want to make this fight. Amanda tweeted, hey, I want this fight. So it supported what you were saying all along, right?
Yes.
What you're reiterating now.
Right.
I just want to make it, clear that that's exactly what happened.
I just said to her, you reporters and fans need to get it through your heads that I tried to make this fight. She does not want this fight. She doesn't want this fight. Doesn't want it.
I believe you, sir.
So if I'm lying, she can call tomorrow and we'll make that fight. She will not call tomorrow, and that fight will not be made because she does not want to fight Amanda Nunes.
So you still work with her if she take that fight?
She won't take the fight. But the answer is yes.
On a one fight?
My job is to take that. She won't do a one-fight deal. She will not fight Amanda Nunes. She will not fight Amanda Nunes on a half a fight deal.
That would mean you can go this direction.
Oh, that was you? Oh, sorry. She will not fight Amanda Nunes on a 1-fight, 10-fight, half a fight deal. She does not want to fight Amanda Nunes. Amanda Nunes will knock her out again in the first round. I know it, you know it, and she knows it. And she will not do that fight. Period. End of story. We have gone round and round with her, and she is surrounded by not very bright people. You know what I mean? You can see how this whole thing played out. Okay? Like I told you, what you have to look at this objectively and take out however you feel about me and the UFC and all this bullshit and look at what the real facts are. The fact is, all of this was said and done to avoid fighting Amanda Nunes, and she could walk away and look like, oh, they bullied me and this and that, and doctoring the video that they doctored and lying and all the things that they've done leading up to here, Cyborg likes to play that she's this really nice person and she's being bullied and all this other bullshit. Well, I don't think she's afraid to fight Amanda Nunes. She doesn't want to lose again. There's a difference between being afraid to fight somebody. I mean, Cyborg's been fighting her whole, adult life. I'm not saying that she's afraid to fight Amanda Nunes. Being afraid to fight and knowing that you're going to lose are two different things. That's the shit that I dealt with Tito Ortiz, too. You know what I mean? When Tito Ortiz didn't take the Chuck fight because he 100% knew that Chuck Liddell was going to knock him out. That's why he didn't take the fight, right? There's other fights that Tito would rather take. Same with Cyborg. Cyborg would rather fight Pam Sorensen or, these other girls that she wanted to fight other than Amanda Nunes.
Dana White made it clear Cyborg does not want this fight, and if she wanted the rematch, all she has to do is call Dana White and he would be okay with setting it up. But this is his narrative. We all know that Cyborg has her version of the story, which is that Dana White does not want to give her the rematch. So that's Dana White trashing Cyborg. Let's move on to the Daniel Cormier story, where he does not want to fight Jon Jones. An article from MMAfighting.com recently interviewed Daniel Cormier regarding a potential Jon Jones fight, and Daniel Cormier said this: "When it comes to Jones, I know now with all that I've accomplished, I don't need that fight. I'll be fine regardless, but it'll be something we revisit, me and my team, my management, and everybody else, and we'll see if it's something we want to do. Ultimately, it will be my decision. Things are different. I feel like Jones is competing so many times because he has to try and one, regain the faith of the fans, but also retake his place in the sport, and I did that. My place is secure with no question marks, no issues in regards in what I've done. It would ultimately be up to me to see what I want to do. I think at this point in my career and my life, if you asked me these questions 3 years ago in 2015 after I lost to him the first time, I'd get all kinds of fired up about everything Jon Jones. Now I'm at a different time in my life. Maybe I've lost faith in the honor of the sport because I feel that if we fight again, at the end of it, win or lose, something extra will always be tied to it, and I'm not talking about past interactions. I'm talking even after this next one, something will happen and it will just ruin it. Even after our last fight, I was ready to move on, like, okay, you got me and look what happened. I guess I just lost faith in everything." What Daniel Cormier is saying very clearly is that he doesn't want to fight Jon Jones and have something right after the fight happen, such as Jon Jones being tested positive for steroids. To prepare for a fight, your blood, sweat, and tears have to go in your training camp, and Daniel Cormier does not want all of his work to be gone to waste. He feels that he does not need the Jon Jones fight for his legacy. He's a champion in 2 weight classes. He's dominated the game. He basically beat every single fighter except for Jon Jones. In my opinion, I think Daniel Cormier needs that fight to cement his entire legacy. If he beats Jon Jones, he might even be the greatest of all time. This would be an insane fight to watch. Dana White wants to watch this fight, and all the fans want to watch this fight. So we'll see what happens, but that's all for today, guys. Thanks for watching the MMA Shack. If you like all the recent MMA drama and news, subscribe to my channel, and please give me a like on this video. Have a great day. Peace.